Wrong email, right life? All it took was one misfired email. One click, and my life flipped inside out. It was supposed to be a regular Tuesday. I was rushing through my morning, coffee in one hand, laptop in the other, and running late for a Zoom pitch to one of the biggest clients my small marketing firm had ever courted. I had rehearsed my slides all night. Didn't sleep. This was my chance to prove I wasn't just the backup guy after the partners skipped town during the merger. I sat down, logged in, and fired off the presentation deck, about 15 seconds before the call began. I sent it to the wrong email. Not slightly wrong. I sent it to everyone in my contacts. My landlord. My high school debate coach. A food delivery service I complained to in 2019. And worst of all, the client never got it. The meeting was a disaster. I tried to improvise. My screen froze twice, and when I asked if they had received the deck, the CEO, a woman named Rachel, said, "No. Did you send it to our finance department by mistake?" I said I'd resend, but it was too late. The moment had passed. By Thursday, they went with another agency. That night, I sat on my couch, staring at my inbox. It was flooded. Not with spam. Not with client replies. But with responses to the email I accidentally blasted out. Most were the usual, wrong address. "Hey man, think you meant this for someone else." But one email stood out. It was from a woman named Emily Carter. I didn't recognize the name. Subject line, "Your slides changed something for me." I clicked. She said she had been working in a dead-end role in a logistics firm. No creativity. No freedom. Just spreadsheets and silence. But my presentation, which was about rebranding and identity, hit something deep in her. She wrote, "You said a brand is about telling the truth no one else is brave enough to say." That line stuck with me. Maybe I need to say something honest too. I didn't know what to reply, but I wrote back anyway. Something simple, "Glad it landed. Honestly, I messed up, it wasn't supposed to go to you." She replied 10 minutes later. We emailed for 3 weeks straight. Her honesty pulled something out of me I didn't know was still alive. We didn't flirt. We didn't play games. We just told the truth. About work. About failure. About how sometimes you look around and wonder, is this really it? She told me her dream was to run her own design studio. I told her mine was to quit marketing entirely and open a used book cafe. We laughed, but it didn't feel like a joke. One day she wrote, "What if we just did it? Quit. Both of us. Try something reckless for once." Crazy idea. Except, my lease was ending in 2 months, and the agency? I was barely holding it together. So I said, "Let's talk. Face to face." We met at a bookstore downtown, not the romantic kind of bookstore. More like dusty, too quiet, and filled with the smell of old glue. She looked just like I imagined. Not perfect, but real. The kind of real that made you want to exhale for the first time in months. We talked for 5 hours. Coffee. Plans. Dreams. By the time the shop closed, we had a name for our future project. Chapter 2. It was going to be a mix of a design studio and a book lounge. Creative by day, quiet by night. She'd handle the visuals. I'd run the business. We agreed to meet again in 2 weeks and start small. But she never showed up. No email. No call. Just silence. I messaged. Nothing. A week later, her inbox was deactivated. I thought maybe she got scared. Or changed her mind. Or maybe I had imagined everything and it was never real to begin with. 2 months passed. Then one morning I got a letter. A physical letter. In the mail. It was from her sister. Emily had been diagnosed with late-stage lymphoma just weeks before we met in person. She had been hiding it, trying to feel normal, trying to create one thing that felt like her choice before time ran out. The letter said Emily had passed away the day after she missed our second meeting. She had left instructions for her sister to send this message. "Tell him that chapter 2 is his now, and that I meant every word." I cried like I hadn't cried since my dad died. Not just because I lost someone, but because someone saw me, right before I forgot how to see myself. I opened chapter 2 6 months later. A small cafe tucked inside a repurposed warehouse, books on the walls. A quiet creative room in the back for freelancers and daydreamers. On the front chalkboard, every day I write, "Be honest, someone out there needs it." So yeah, one wrong email. And somehow, it gave me the right life. Mistakes don't always break you. Sometimes, they reroute you.